everyone, and welcome. Today, we're jumping into a topic that I know is so important for so many of you: how to help a child with Prader-Willi syndrome, or PWS, get more active in their daily life. Look, we know this can be a real struggle, but it's also so crucial. So we've got some really practical, doable strategies to share with you.
So let's just get right to the heart of it. This quote, it just nails the central challenge, doesn't it? On one hand, PWS makes moving around physically harder. But on the other hand, because of the way PWS works, that movement is more important than ever. It's this constant balancing act, and our goal today is to give you some tools to make that act feel a little less wobbly. Okay, so before we get into the how-tos, it is so helpful to first understand the why. You know, when you really get why your child might be resisting activity, it can totally change your perspective. It helps you move from a place of frustration to a place of real empathy, and that's where the best solutions come from.
So this is the big question, right? Why is it often such an uphill battle? And let's be super clear. This is not about a child being lazy or stubborn. There are real biological, physiological things going on that make movement a much bigger ask for a child with PWS. This slide really breaks down that why. First off, the brain's wiring for things like motivation and feeling rewarded is just different. Then you've got hormones. The ones that give you that quick get-up-and-go energy burst are in shorter supply. On top of that, their bodies are like batteries that don't hold as much charge and take longer to recharge. Poor muscle tone means every single movement, even just walking, takes more work. And finally, their heart and lungs can be slower to kick into gear. When you see it all laid out like this, it makes so much sense, right? It's not a choice, it's a physical reality. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's dive into our first strategy. And this one is huge. It's all about a mental shift. We're going to stop calling it exercise, because that just sounds like a chore, and we're going to start reframing it as fun, as play, as an adventure. And wow, this slide just shows you the power of a simple word change. Look at the difference. Time for your walk is a demand. It puts up a wall. But let's go see if we can spot any birds. That's an invitation. It's an adventure. One creates resistance, the other creates curiosity and connection. It's a small tweak that can make a massive difference.
So, how do we actually do this? Well, first, frame it like an adventure, like we just saw. Second, and this is a big one, give them a choice. Not do you want to be active or not, but two yes options, like, hey, should we do the dancing game or the boxing game today? Third, make it a playful competition. Who can find 3 red things first? Fourth, do it together. Make it family time. Fifth, give them a job. Let them be the helper who counts the stretches or starts the timer. And finally, build it into a routine so it becomes an expected, normal part of the day.
All right, let's talk about our second strategy, which is so important: rewarding all that great effort without using food. This is all about building healthy motivation that's going to last for the long haul. Yeah, the whole goal here is to connect the good feeling with the moving, not with the treat that comes after. When we separate activity from food rewards, we're helping build that internal, lasting motivation. And of course, we're supporting their very specific nutritional needs at the same time. It's a total win-win. And look, there are so many awesome ways to do this that have nothing to do with food. As you can see, the biggest piece of the pie here is specific praise. It's free, it's powerful, and you can use it anytime. Then you've got visual trackers, like sticker charts or a pedometer, that make progress something they can actually see. A points system is great for earning things like extra screen time or choosing the family movie. And of course, special outings are fantastic for celebrating those bigger milestones. I absolutely love this quote because it really gets to the core of what works. A generic great job is fine, but praising the effort, that's powerful. When you say, wow, I saw you kept trying even when that was tricky, you're not just praising the activity. You're building their resilience. You're building that I can do hard things muscle inside them. And that's a gift that goes way beyond a walk around the block. Okay, on to our final strategy for today: keeping things fresh and interesting. Now, we know that kids with PWS often thrive on routine, which is great, but we can build variety into that routine to fight off boredom and keep them engaged. Because let's face it, boredom is the enemy of consistency, right? And remember, you do not have to climb Mount Everest on day 1. See this number? 10. Just 10 minutes. That's your starting line. 10 minutes twice a day.
It feels so much more manageable than trying to block out a whole hour, doesn't it? This is how you build a foundation of success that you can then grow from, slowly working your way up to that 40-minute goal. So where do you even start with ideas? Honestly, keep it simple. The basics are amazing. We're talking about things that are low impact and great for building that fitness base. A simple walk, a bike ride, a spontaneous dance party in the living room, or a trip to the pool. These are all fantastic options. Now, this is where it gets really fun. You can take those basic movements and turn them into a game. That walk around the neighborhood, now it's a nature scavenger hunt. You can try geocaching with your phone to find hidden treasures, or just set up a silly obstacle course in the backyard with pillows and chairs. Giving it a goal and a playful structure changes everything. And hey, don't be afraid to use technology to your advantage. Exergaming can be an absolute game changer. Think about it. Active video games have reward systems built right in. High scores, unlocking new levels, it's all designed to be super motivating. It's the perfect way to combine the fun they love with the movement they need. And to keep things from getting stale over time, just try some of these simple tweaks. Is the walk getting boring? Bring the dog along. Listen to their favorite playlist or an exciting audiobook. Drive to a new park or trail on the weekend. And always, always remember to build in rest breaks. The goal is for it to stay enjoyable, not become a grueling chore. So as we start to wrap this up, I really want to bring it all back to this one core idea. The ultimate goal here isn't just about hitting a step count or burning a certain number of calories. It's about building a positive, healthy, maybe even joyful relationship with movement that can last a lifetime. The most crucial part of all of this is focusing on the connection you're building and the fun you're having together. That's the stuff that sticks. So I want to leave you with this one thought. Don't worry about mapping out a perfect month-long exercise plan. Just think about today, right now. What's one small, fun adventure that you could share with your child? That's it. That's where it all begins. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.